What does your laptop, phone, and electric vehicles have to do with miners in the remote parts of the world? At the core of these smart devices is a story that's not well known. A story of mineral resources, violence, environmental degradation, and much more. Conflict minerals tin, tantalum, tungsten, and gold, collectively known as 3TGs, are vital to modern technology. They're found in nearly every electronic device we use today. For example, in a basic laptop, tantalum is used in the capacitors, ensuring reliable power delivery. Tin is used in solder, binding circuits together. Gold is used in connectors for its superior conductivity, and tungsten powers transistors and certain resistors. But the sourcing of these materials comes at a high cost. Around the globe, mining operations don't just respond to conflict, they create it, tearing communities apart and destroying ecosystems.
Mpaka vile kama unaenda mimoja unakalakashika unapata watoto wanakuwa akupata banalala mpaka vile na njala.
These minerals are often mined under dangerous and dire conditions. Armed groups control sites, exploiting workers and using profits to fund violence. At these sites, prostitution, alcoholism, and poaching are the norm. Fear is enforced through forced labor, while warlords profit off misery. Communities are displaced, their ties to place and tradition severed, and their futures uncertain. The environmental costs are equally as devastating. Toxic chemicals used in mining, like mercury and cyanide, contaminate water supplies flowing downstream and affect local communities.
Este mercurio, el oro no lo coge.
No se pega.
No se pega el oro.
Claro.
Si usted no le echa, usted que le toque, no le echa esto, nada hace.
¿Y para el mercurio no usan protección, ni guantes, ni nada?
No, no usan nada.
No usan nada.
Air pollution from dust and toxins released during mining operations suffocate local ecologies and harms respiratory health. Entire ecosystems collapse under the weight of unchecked mining, leaving barren landscapes where forest and wildlife once thrived.
While 3TG minerals drive our current technology, lithium powers the green energy revolution. Lithium is critical to a sustainable future, and it is found in electric vehicles, renewable energy storage, and smartphones. However, lithium extraction highlights the downstream impacts of unsustainable practices. In South America's salt flats, vast amounts of water are consumed, threatening indigenous communities who rely on these resources for farming and cultural traditions. In Australia, hard rock mining scars the land, destroying habitats and contributing to soil erosion. At the heart of these issues lies a linear economy: take, make, throw away. This model, also referred to as planned obsolescence, prioritizes profit over sustainability, driving demand for constant upgrades of new resources. Corporations also often greenwash their practices, creating an illusion of sustainability while continuing exploitative operations. Consumers, unaware of these hidden costs, fuel the cycle through frequent purchases and rapid technology turnover. A greater consumer social responsibility requires us to make choices that align with corporations that engage in general sustainability and not exploitation and greenwashing. Regenerative sustainability seeks to restore and enhance ecosystems and communities impacted by mining over time. By implementing practices like closed-loop water systems, eco-friendly extraction methods, and reforestation programs, we can minimize harm and rebuild what has been lost. Using the ideas developed by philosophers like Keith Baswell, regenerative development prioritizes place and local community knowledge, ensuring locals benefit from the resources extracted from the land. Furthermore, this means engaging indigenous knowledge, protecting cultural ties to place,
Working
and
in the
investing
global
in
south
solutions that
where
heal rather than
many
harm.
Addressing these issues is a shared responsibility that falls on corporations, consumers, and policymakers. Corporations have the power to create significant change by adopting certifications such as the Responsible Minerals Assurance process. This certification promotes transparency by ensuring that minerals are ethically sourced, avoiding conflict zones, and upholding labor rights. Public awareness campaigns such as No Blood in My Phone emphasize the importance of ethical sourcing and highlight that every decision in the production process matters, from sourcing raw materials to manufacturing prices. Consumers too play a vital role in this equation. Frequent upgrades to new technology increase the demand for conflict minerals, perpetuating the cycle of exploitation. By making more sustainable choices, such as recycling old devices and supporting ethical brands, consumers can reduce the pressure on mining operations. Demanding greater transparency from companies about their supply chains encourages accountability and drives the market toward more sustainable practices. Education campaigns are essential in equipping consumers with the knowledge of the human and environmental toll of conflict minerals, empowering them to make informed decisions. However, individual action alone is not enough. Systemic change requires collaboration between governments, NGOs, and the private sector. Regulatory frameworks such as the Dodd-Frank Act in the United States and the EU Conflict Minerals Regulation are crucial steps toward ensuring responsible sourcing. These regulations require companies to trace the origins of their minerals and verify that their supply chains are free from conflict. Yet, despite their importance, these frameworks often contain loopholes that allow exploitation to persist. Strengthening these regulations and closing gaps is critical to holding companies accountable and preventing greenwashing. When corporations falsely present themselves as sustainable to mislead consumers and deflect scrutiny. A more sustainable path lies in the adoption of circular economies. This approach reimagines how we produce and consume technology. Circular economies prioritize reuse, recycling, and waste reduction, creating a closed-loop system where materials are recovered from old devices and repurposed into new products. Devices are designed to last longer, minimizing the need for constant replacements. This approach not only reduces reliance on newly mined minerals, but also fosters environmental sustainability by giving back to ecosystems and supporting local communities. Robert Swan once said, "The greatest threat to our planet is the belief that someone else will save it." These words underscore the urgency of taking responsibility for the environmental and social challenges we face. The importance of place, the intricate balance of ecologies, and the potential for regenerative development highlight that sustainability is within our reach. By focusing on restoration, renewal, and equity, we can shift from harmful extraction practices to solutions that heal ecosystems and empower communities. The power to create change begins with informed decisions. Understanding the supply chains behind our products, supporting ethical practices, and advocating for stronger regulations are tangible ways to align innovation with sustainability and equity. Each choice we make, no matter how small, contributes to a collective effort to redefine the future. Together, we can build a world where technology and nature coexist in harmony, ensuring a sustainable legacy for generations to come.